This is the Microschool Minute, your weekly dose of microschooling news and events.
In this week's edition, the debate over the federal role in education continues to heat up as the incoming administration considers either eliminating or expanding the Department of Education. One thing is clear: families want more control. Across the nation, parents are voicing dissatisfaction with the traditional education system. According to a recent Gallup poll, only 36% of United States adults are satisfied with the K-12 education in America. Despite this, there is a silver lining. 73% of parents still rate their children's teachers as excellent or good. This tells us something important. Teachers are doing their best within a flawed system. This disconnect suggests that while the broader system is failing to adapt to the diverse needs of students, individual educators are succeeding. With 62% of likely voters believing the United States education system is heading in the wrong direction, according to Data for Progress, parents are increasingly looking for alternatives, and many are turning to microschools. On the policy front, Georgia is implementing its Promise Scholarship program, offering families $6,500 annually for private school tuition, homeschooling supplies, and even transportation costs. This initiative aims to provide more than 21,000 scholarships each year, starting in 2025. South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem is making headlines with a proposal to launch education savings accounts. In what may be her final budget address, Noem called for a $4 million investment to provide $3,000 scholarships for low-income students, usable for private tuition or alternative curricula. As Noem eyes a potential role in Washington, this proposal reflects a growing national trend towards educational choice, one that resonates with the flexibility and customization central to microschools. In Arkansas, the Educational Freedom Account has seen its funding jump by $90 million, enabling it to serve over 39,000 students by 2026. In other recent ballot measures, voters in Colorado, Kentucky, and Nebraska rejected efforts to expand school choice options. While school choice programs exist in 33 states, D.C., and Puerto Rico, they continue to face opposition from public school advocates who argue that these programs divert critical funding. Despite these setbacks, the school choice movement persists, and microschools remain a shining example of personalized education that puts students and families first. Critics argue that these programs divert resources from public schools, but supporters see them as a pathway to tailored, high-quality education for all students. According to Don Seufer in the National Microschooling Center, approximately 1.5 million currently attend microschools in the United States, a figure that now rivals enrollment in Catholic schools. Furthermore, a recent sector analysis found that over 50% of microschools serve students with neurodiversities, special needs, or those performing below grade level. These schools also appear to be helping children who've experienced trauma or socioeconomic hardships to thrive academically. In Massachusetts, a lawsuit has been filed against prominent literacy experts, along with their publisher. The suit alleges that their reading programs ignore decades of research, leaving schools with ineffective tools and parents covering the fallout. One parent, Carrie Conley, said she spent more on private tutors for her children than she did for college for her eldest child. This case highlights the growing demand for research-backed educational practices, and microschools can lead the charge by adopting proven innovative methods that prioritize effective learning outcomes. A new book is igniting broad discussion surrounding the revolution in education. The Microschool Manifesto, as it's titled, argues that microschools are the solution to a broken education system. With their personalized approach, tight-knit communities, and adaptability, the book says that microschools offer a fresh start for students, families, and educators alike. The author writes, "The future of education is not in massive institutions, but in small, connected communities where students are known, empowered, and prepared for a limitless future." But the Microschool Manifesto is more than a book. It's also a call to action. Readers are invited to join the movement by signing the Microschool Pledge at www.microschoolmanifesto.com. While the microschooling movement is gaining momentum, it's not without its challenges. Recently, critics are arguing that programs like ESAs disproportionately benefit higher-income families and risk draining resources from public schools. For example, Arizona's ESA program now accounts for over half of new education funding while serving just 8% of the state's children, raising concerns about long-term sustainability. For this week's Microschool Shoutout, we travel to rural McAlpin, Florida. the home of Long Wings Academy. Long Wings is transforming education for its students, offering unique programs in coding, agriculture, and even French immersion. These programs highlight how microschools are adapting to diverse student needs. If you know a microschool that deserves a shout out, drop a comment and let us know about the work that they're doing. Thank you for tuning in to the Microschool Minute, your weekly review of microschooling news and events. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you'd like to support us, consider leaving a review. Until next time, remember that they may be called microschools, but they're making a big impact.